We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They're going to look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Damone Clark, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are we going to get to the quarterback. Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. They'll drop to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 4. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
The football is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes, right side. 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Isaiah Pacheco. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger, 19 Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attempt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Seven, our score after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Malik Collins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Left wing 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now back to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenneth Murray in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. This from 37. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 15 yards to pick up. First down, Washington. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, strike. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
They run again with Harris. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He's back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Alert! Alert!
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half.